you were singing. I don't know why you think you can't be singing. Welcome.
Hey.
How's everyone doing today?
How y'all doing?
How's your week
Thank
been?
you. I've been waiting. My week has been wonderful, man. I'm excited.
Excited?
This week has really put me in excitement. And since it's only been a 3-day week for me, and I'm on vacation for the next 5 days, I'm really excited.
You're not on vacation, you're on furlough from that job over to your other job.
Oh, wow. I'll receive that. I'll receive that in every essence of what you just said.
God's gonna really use you this week.
I'm ready.
Ready?
I'm ready. Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's
Starting tomorrow morning. I'm ready.
No, we'll start tomorrow morning. What you
mean,
mean?
as far as using me today.
You're gonna use you today.
Oh, here we go. See how you put me on the spot? It's okay. You let him do this. Go ahead.
How did everyone's challenge go?
Yeah.
This week we were supposed to do something kind for people this week. Did we all do it? Yes, that's great.
I've been doing it ever since.
You know, but this is something that if we get instilled in us, it's not a challenge. It's just a daily occurrence.
Get out my head, because that's just what I was about to say. I didn't realize, even though we made it a challenge last week, and we're gonna look at the results for this week. It was something I do all the time, and not realize. So when I verbalized it as being a challenge, everybody was like, "Well, what's your challenge? Because you do us like this."
What's challenge?
Why is it such a challenge for you? That was the question I was.
The challenge for you is remembering what you did, Sky.
Yeah, true, because it's
a natural thing.
Nature. Yeah.
This week,
I wonder if anybody else felt that way. Was anybody else told that you do this on a regular basis, or what's the challenge for you? I'm just curious to see if anybody else can match up to that.
Our misfits did. I know all my misfits.
I believe it.
Because that's just something that's second nature.
Mm-hmm.
We got like 3 keywords: love, relationships, and keeping it real.
That's a whole phrase.
But realness, you know.
Yeah.
Okay. I do have a subject in mind today, and it's going to be, it's all in the name. You know, I got some in-studio audiences that I'm going to talk about in a few, but I'm sure they're okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
Last week, after we taped the show, we got everything straightened up, hit up the set and everything. I was talking to Warren, and I told him, I said, and I can give you a verbatim quote. You know what? I feel like Jesus. Everyone that comes around me changes their name.
Yeah. And then you instantly said, that's going to be next week's topic.
Instantly said it.
And I didn't understand it. I mean, as that whole week transpired, I totally forgot what he said the subject was going to be until he brought it back again today. And do you know when it hit me? When you looked up my name to see what my name is. That's when it like really hit me.
It's a powerful message, and I hope we do justice on it.
Okay.
But let's start with this. This is the foundation of it. You are your name. Your name is a meaning. It's a prophecy that is spoken to you often, daily, every hour.
So you're saying every name has a specific meaning?
Yeah, every name has a specific meaning, but it does not have to mean the meaning that it is written in the baby books of names.
Okay. Explain.
Let's go back.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little story. I got this puppy that is a misfit dog around here, I'm not going to talk about earlier today.
Even our studio audience had to laugh. Because you guys didn't see what happened behind the scenes. I'm going to bring it out because I know this is where he about to go.
No, I'm not going to go about it.
Let me do this real quick. We were in the studio getting everything set up, and he set the dog food out. The dog was sitting there with me and some other individuals that were sitting in the room, and he come to tell someone. He says, "Hey, I put her food out just in case she's not listening to me. Her food is out." So then he repeated it. He was like, "Oh, the food is out." Why the dog sat straight up, like, I don't know why y'all think I'm not listening, went straight to the food. Like, she knew this whole conversation was about her. There was no way you could have told me this and I could have believed this. I had to seen that for myself. And now I'm understanding even more. It's all in the name. That even goes to the name of food. She knew food, that name, and
association. That she knows that she's about to be fed when I said food. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to talk about her name. Her name, I named her Diva. I named her Diva before I even met her.
Okay.
Before she was born, I said, if I have a girl dog, her name's going to be named Diva. This puppy lives up to that name. When you think about,
was that your expectation?
I was just trying to find a cute name.
And the reason why I cut you right there and asked, because if we're going to do justice to It's All in the Name, now that it's resonating with me, what you were meaning by this.
I don't know why you got you. Why you got
on
set.
Exactly.
Like on set,
Being
you got
the light bulb just went straight
your glow
on.
came in, and you.
So, I have 3 children. We go in there, and the reason why I asked him, was it the meaning of the name? Because I couldn't tell you what my kids' names mean. So to bring this up to speed to where he is now, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're usually on the same page here. You can name them this one name, but who they are will define what that name means. And my light is on. My light is on.
Yes. But see, that also that meaning, you had a preconception,
Preconceived
notion of what your son's going to be. You knew they all were great. You knew that it was all in,
coming from me.
It was all in the bones.
That's inside, but will be another topic on the show. Remember that it's in the bones.
It's in the DNA that they have greatness in them. So you prophesied over them, and it's a daily prophecy that is repeated over and over in a person's life.
So
the question,
having that preconceived notion about them at each pregnancy, it was 2 because I have a set of twins. So at both pregnancies, the first boy, and some fathers can share this with me, when you have your first kid, it's like you have this preconceived notion. I can't even deviate from that preconceived notion of what this child is going to be. You put a big expectation on this fetus and hoping that when it's born, it lives up to the expectation. This is going somewhere.
You got the revelation.
Wow.
Now, as we're saying, this prophecy that's given to you every day. Every time I'm saying warn, I'm repeating the prophecy that your father and mother have placed upon you. Let's just leave it like that. Every time someone calls me Joseph, someone calls me Joe, someone calls me Joey, it is a prophecy. And as long as you keep on saying, every time you say that, it's going to get into a person. if you keep on calling your child stupid, don't be surprised when someone else yells stupid in public and they answer.
That's so true.
Don't be surprised when their grades just go dumping because you are keep on telling them they are stupid.
The self-fulfilled prophecy.
So I want to tell you a little story about my history.
Okay.
As a child, more so my cousins called me Joey, Joey. My dad was Uncle Joe, so I just became Joey. We wasn't going to say call us both Joe. The name was fine. When I got to about 16, 17, I got tired of the name.
Okay.
I felt like it was saying that I was still a child. It gave me a childhood memory every time I heard the name. So I did a campaign on my own and wanted everyone to call me Jam, J-A-M, which is my initials.
Okay.
And that just gave me another identity, a look at life.
Right.
When I grew up a little bit more, and outside of my family, I wanted to be called Joe.
Okay.
J-O-E, exclamation mark.
Okay.
And I didn't want it to just be Joe, because that's my dad.
Right.
I wanted to be show some
authority,
uniqueness.
Okay.
I wanted to be different from the average Joe. Not calling my dad the average Joe, but Joe is a common name.
Yeah.
So I put the exclamation mark. If you ever see me sign thing, if you ever see me write my name, I'll write J-O-E, exclamation mark. A lot of people, if you don't look at different fonts, they'll call me Joel. I'll be like, no, it's Joe. But
I can see that, yeah.
But that was the way for me to break out of my crisis of being a child, a joy. But one thing that the Lord told me years after, He said, that wasn't a childhood name. That is what you bring to others. Joy. J-O-Y.
So are you going to go back to that?
I am going back to that. Starting on Mondays, on the website, there will be a section, Monday Madness will be sponsored by A Seed of Joy. And that's going to be me doing comedy. Please listen in. It's there to give you a laugh. Don't take it too personal, too literal.
Yeah.
Comedy is meant to
just
be a little offensive, but just listen to it and enjoy a laugh.
But it's meant to bring a good start to your week. That was his premise for putting that up there. He wants to get how we always go Sunday, Wednesday Bible studies or things of that nature, and then he thought he'd drop it right on Monday. Because once you leave Sunday, here comes the attacks, here comes the normalcy of life as we know it, work week, things of that nature, back into the thickets of everything. So that's why he put that on Monday.
How you doing, baby?
So with that, he put it in on Mondays, and then we're gonna have Warren's Warren's Wisdom Wednesdays. There we go.
There you go.
Warren's Wisdom Wednesday. Now let's go back to this name thing. Since the revelation is slowly coming more and more and more and more, I can identify with you in the joy thing, because as you know, my Facebook page is Warren Porky Peters. Porky was a nickname given to me as a child by my uncle, bless his soul. But everybody started calling me that, and it was supposed to have been his own unique identifier for me. He was the only one to call me that. So since everybody started calling me Porky, he decided to call me Oink. He still kept it with the symbolism of that pig kind of thing, Porky Pig, Oink, all that. So he kept it still within that realm. As Joseph was speaking, the revelation came to me. It is in the name because think about it, and this probably is going to resonate with a lot of people. If I go anywhere and hear Warren, 9 times out of 10, it's someone I went that just like maybe worked with me or a friend associate who didn't get the opportunity to know that Porky is the nickname. Now Porky is like that head name, like he says Joey, that's his identifier as childhood. Porky is mine. I can go home and I can guarantee you everybody there calls me Porky. No one calls me Warren. Family members, childhood friends, they go back and forth, but for the most part. So if they call me Warren Peters, I can automatically I say that these people went to school with me because we called each other all by our full names. So it is something within your name. But I'm gonna put a spin, if I may.
Go for it.
This was your baby, but the thing I want to know now is how are you living up to the name that's there?
Well, let's do this. As I mentioned, I was saying that I felt like Jesus because people changed their names. 2 good friends of mine decided that they wanted a different name.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to identify themselves with the name that they were given at birth. And both of them changed their name. One of them has finished the work and done it legally. The other one is working on it.
Okay.
But the reason for them wanting to change their name is that they felt like there was something different, a different mandate on their lives. They didn't want, they knew they would always be connected with that old name, but they didn't want people that met them now to connect them with that.
I wonder if they could put a little something in the comments. We can get to them and ask them just like a little summary of the meaningful of the meaning behind them changing their name from their point of view, like to solidify what you're saying. But just in case somebody may have questions personally, since they experienced it. Because for me, with the project that stay tuned, the project that we're gonna do in the morning, this really, that's why I'm so moment because I said I wanted to change my name, but then I said, no, I won't because I refuse to let this circumstance change who I am or change me. Warren Peters is just that. He's Warren Peters. And if you get to know who Warren Peters is, you will understand what I mean by that. So stay tuned for this project that's coming out. We're gonna go into production on this tomorrow. But this is what, and now I'm realizing that's what prompted our whole conversation. Because I had said I was thinking about changing my name when I asked you what the topic was, and then I said, no, I'm not gonna change my name. I refuse because after 52 years, why should I have to change it?
But also, you're not going to officially change your name, but you're going to change your mandate.
That's
But in the mandate that you're changing, you're going to adapt the name to keep it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, let's talk about the name, the meaning of your name.
Oh. Which is why I can't change it now.
The meaning of Warren literally means a warren. Most people think of a warren as in a jailhouse, the keeper of the inmates, but actually it was keeper of the game preserves. So it was a keeper of the goats, sheep, things like that. So in other words, over 52 years ago, your mother confirmed to you this day that you was a shepherd. Amazing.
That is. When you said it, it just blew me because I never really looked up the meaning of my name because
it didn't mean anything different.
People are going to really understand it because I don't want to give out anything for tomorrow until after it's done. But once they see this tomorrow, they'll be able to reflect on it. I mean, not tomorrow. Once what we do tomorrow, we air it, and you guys see it. You will understand my reserves right now as far as this portion of the show, because it's. I didn't realize this was going to tie in to that at all. I really didn't, because he'll tell you. He told us last week after the show what this topic was going to be. And I slept on it all week. I just was like, okay, because there were some other things that I had going on, working for my good. And then to come back today, and I had to ask him like literally 3 times, what's the topic for today again? And I brought a subject to him in the bones, not realizing it was in the name. And I kept thinking, I knew it was into something, but I couldn't remember the name part. Now it's like, God is really getting me ready for what he's about to do tomorrow. You guys are going to be so blown by this, but really not there. Yeah.
It's amazing. So, I challenge people this week to look up the meaning of their name. Look up what the baby book says that your name means.
Google it and see what your name is.
Yeah, you can Google all words and it will give you a definition.
Yeah,
it may not line up to what it needs to
right,
be,
right.
but do that. And I want you to do this. I want you to, if you're bold enough, go ahead and down there comment and tell us the meaning of your name.
Before you do that, see if you live up. See if it matches up first to what you have the expectations of your name, and then put that in there and let us know yay or nay. Did it match up with what you expected? And then give us what you expect.
Thank you for finishing my
sentence. You got the light on now. I get it now.
The light's on you all the way.
I was just dumbfounded at first. Like, I'll try to fit in as much as I can, but not realizing what he took me through last night in preparation for in the morning, that this was going to be. That's why he didn't let me get anything in it, because I probably would have shunned away from it. I might have shunned away from it. This is about to be so powerful that he had to lay this foundation today. While it was on his heart, he would have to tell you that. But for me,
it came back to me 3 times this week.
I see why it's on his heart now, because he's not even prepared for tomorrow, but he's gonna have to.
I'm prepared.
He's gonna have to,
because I guess we admit why.
That was an inside joke. Because I'm pregnant, about to give birth tomorrow morning.
Yes.
This ain't even finna be no C-section. I'm finna go through every bit of these like.
Oh, good. I didn't want to cut.
Funny. That's funny. No, you're not cutting nothing. but the film when it's over. That's funny.
Well,
yeah, that's.
I hope this blessed you. It was a complicated word, but it was very simple on the way how it was given out.
That really blessed me. I mean, and I think everybody, from what y'all been watching lately, y'all can literally see like the amazement on my face. Once this camera goes off, it's gonna be. What y'all understand about me, when I start getting overwhelmed by something, I'm a walker. I'll get up and do. So y'all might, you see me leaning up. I was about to get up, but I'm realizing it's gonna be future shows. Y'all gonna start seeing me get up and walk, because this man right here is amazing. Being connected to him at this stage, no matter where you're coming in at, stay that way, because there's benefits, there's blessings, there's just, your life changes being connected to him. I am very thankful to God for allowing him to share my life, because people don't get it. Sometimes you need that, if it's nothing but that one. But I'm fortunate enough to have people intricately placed throughout my life, and I love them all. But he's right here, right now, so it's about him. This guy right here, is freaking amazing, y'all. You would want to stay tuned and keep connected with him because he's going places, and it's gonna happen sooner than he even anticipated. He knows he's going, but I don't think he's knowing how fast it's about to take off. Like, especially starting tomorrow.
Well, you guys, it's going to be an exciting March. March, we're going to see you daily. We're starting this on our website, thechurchofthemisfits.com. We are trying to give you a word daily. We're not just a one day a week kind of person, even though we have an open inbox. Inboxes from the Church of the Misfits on Facebook, on our individual inboxes.
Warren Porky Peters on Facebook. Same on Instagram.
My Instagram, no, I don't know it.
That's
The
right.
Church of the Church of the Misfits on Instagram, and also
your personal, you can post it.
Yeah, I post my personal one.
And mine is it's Warren _Porky_ Peters on Instagram versus Warren Porky Peters.
We'll put that in our
okay.
in the description.
Okay.
And also check out the website. Please check out the website. I'm trying to refer the videos to the website more because I want you to see this. This website is going to be awesome. It's going to be interactive. We need your support, your contributions. On Friday, this is your day. Yeah, you right there. The one that has that talent, singing. If you have comedy, go for it. Send us a clip. We want to see it. We want to show the world that misfits are everywhere.
Oh, see, you wait, cause see that I'm with y'all. I got y'all. Cause see, you told them, but you didn't like bring the segment in to let them know what Friday was gonna be.
Friday is Freebie Friday.
Yeah, I was about to say
Freestyle Friday.
Yeah,
Freestyle Friday. So it allows you guys to show your talents. It's like having a we'll show my age. A talent show.
Will we call it a talent show?
A variety show.
Yeah,
no,
I would say some kind of
it's just
variety.
there to show
Are we
your
going to feature
talent.
one person a week, or are we going to be several people?
It may be several people.
Okay.
And we might do one person. If you want to be featured by yourself, give us something. We're going to try to do this segment for 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Nothing so it's not too terribly long, but we have a host that's going to host it. We're going to introduce each person, going to give a backstory so that you'll know where they're from, who they are, and how to reach out to them.
All right, so let me clear this up. What's going to end up happening is you're going to submit whatever it is you want to submit, and he's going to feature it. But the way you're going to see it is because what I don't want people to think is they have to actually show up to be featured.
Oh, no.
You're going to submit it, but the way it's going to be produced is as if we came to you. So we got someone that's going to MC the show. Then we're going to showcase your talent based upon what you sing. And are we going to have it where, are they judging, or we just doing
No, we're featuring talent.
Feature them, okay.
Because we know that all talents need to be developed, and we want to encourage everyone to
hopefully this will
get
be
into
your
their
way to
ministry.
get discovered. Yeah, almost like a way for you to be discovered. So kind of. This is what our hopes are, to help you get to that next level where you're trying to go. So let's see. That'll be pretty interesting. I'm waiting to see some of the talent. See, my gift is prophecy and wooism, and what wooism is winning others over. It's like, it's a hard task. It's a chameleon kind of thing. Like, you pretty much can get along with anybody. But yeah, it's a bit draining, but it's a gift, and a lot of people can't do that. but I'm fortunate enough to be one of those ones. So that's why you'll see my talent showcased on Wednesdays.
All right, so we got a lot going on in March.
That's a good thing.
I love it.
Compared to when we first started.
That's a whole nother take.
Yeah,
You want to stop and we can do that one next.
Yeah, that's funny compared to where we came from.
All right, you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have a great week.
Yes.
Remember, God made you in love. So remember, you are all right with Him.
God loves you, and we do too. I think you nailed it, buddy.
I can't stop this. I can't stop the music.
Can't stop it.
They want to say something else.